Our Morgan Mackay is at the Capitol right now. She's following this story. So, Morgan, explain to us how all of this is playing out.
Susan, like you said, Charlotte Bennett is now the second former state aide to accuse Governor Andrew Cuomo of sexual harassment. But a lot of things happened just this past weekend, so let's break it down just really quickly. Right after these accusations came out, Governor Cuomo tried to appoint his own judge he had close ties with to investigate these allegations. State lawmakers and the state attorney general almost immediately shot this down, saying there needed to be an independent investigation with subpoena power. However, the way the state's law is written, the governor has to give his approval to the attorney general to open an investigation, as Senator Todd Kaminsky explains.
It's a very bizarre thing in our state that the chief law enforcement officer, in some respects, is less empowered than a local district attorney.
Senator Kaminsky, who is also a former federal prosecutor, is introducing legislation that would allow the attorney general to independently pursue investigations without first receiving the permission of the governor.
The cynical part of me thinks it's not a coincidence that Albany has not wanted to give the attorney general this type of power over so many decades. I think it's time we revisit that. But yes, certainly in a case like this, you don't want, it does not really make sense to have the person who might be investigated making decisions about whether there should be a referral or not.
Assemblywoman Carrie Warner and almost every single one of her Democratic female colleagues in the Assembly were also calling for an independent investigation over the weekend.
Until the men in our society stop trying to exercise power and control through sexual harassment and begin to treat every woman they encounter with respect, we are going to continue to have this problem. And that it has shown up in the highest levels of government is really troubling.
Sexual harassment allegations are nothing new in Albany. And this pervasive behavior was brought up during the gubernatorial debate in 2018 by then Republican candidate Mark Molinaro.
Albany is a cesspool of bad behavior. And when I'm governor, there's going to be more than just hearings. We're going to enforce the law so that men don't prey on women.
You're about fairy tales.
The governor has denied these recent sexual harassment allegations, but did offer an apology Sunday night, saying sometimes he is playful and makes jokes. Molinaro says this is not an apology and believes the governor should resign while he is being investigated.
And I don't see how one would conclude that there was no wrongdoing or inappropriate action. I think that is clear. It occurred. He should not remain in office, and he certainly should not be running for re-election.
It took almost 24 hours for Cuomo to give his permission to the attorney general to open this investigation, hire an outside lawyer to look into these sexual harassment allegations. Cuomo and Bennett have now also hired their own personal lawyers.